Antoine Winfield Jr. I played football at the University of Minnesota. I played free safety, and I'm excited to be drafted in this 2020 draft. I had a great experience at Minnesota. Came in there 2016. As a freshman, I worked my way up to the start position. Started my freshman year, played that full season, and then my sophomore year, unfortunately, I got hurt. I ended up tearing my hamstring and had to sit out the remainder of that year. Fast forward to the next season, I ended up tearing a Liz Frank ligament in my foot and had to miss that year. In 2019, I was healthy and able to play in all those games, and it's what brought me here today. When I look back on my time here at Minnesota, one game that stands out to me every time I think about it is the Penn State game. I remember just the hype built around the game. We were both 8-0, I believe, at the time. We hosted them at home. And I just remember after winning the game, all the fans stormed the field. And it was just a cool experience to just have everybody out there and just to celebrate that win. Yeah, as far as my interceptions, I feel like it was 100% preparation. It was a lot of film studying my opponent, seeing where the quarterback's main targets are, who he's throwing the ball to, and things like that. And also practicing. My goal every day in practice was to create one takeaway a day. And so as in any way that I get the ball out, whether it's causing a fumble or getting an interception, I try to do that every day in practice. And, the things that you do in practice, you do in the game. And it all translates and carries over to the game. So I think that's the reason how I was able to get those interceptions. One piece of advice that my dad has given me throughout this process is just to be myself. Just go out there as far as like doing interviews and things like that, just to be myself and just enjoy the process. This is a once in a lifetime experience, and that's something that he's always told me as well. I have thought about possibly playing for the Vikings and following my dad's footsteps. I grew up a Vikings fan after watching him play up there, so I'm a Vikings fan at heart, and it would just be incredible to go up there and play for the Vikings if that's possible. I've been preparing for the draft. It's unique right now because with the coronavirus being out there and everything, so we're not able to meet face-to-face with coaches and GMs like that. So I've been doing a lot of Zoom chat calls, FaceTimes, and phone interviews. And on top of that, I've just been working out at home. You know what? I'm still thinking about a celebration dance. I don't really have one. I just go out there and just play and have fun. But I need to think of something soon. I feel like I proved everything I needed to at my combine. So there wasn't anything else I feel like I needed to prove and go out there and do. If we would have had our pro day, I would have just did position drills and that was it. But as far as all the testing and everything, I feel like I proved all that at the combine. My combine experience was amazing. Not a lot of people get to go to the combine, and I was just fortunate enough to be able to go. And, it was a long week, long, hard week. But, I just enjoyed it. And I just had a great time, meeting other players, meeting different coaches and teams. And it was just an incredible experience. I would say one team that was the toughest competition was Iowa. My 4 years at Minnesota, I've never beaten Iowa. As far as players, I would say KJ Hamler was a good player that I faced against, and also Jonathan Taylor. I feel like those are the two guys that gave us the most problems. He's a great runner. First, he's fast. He has great balance. He's a big guy. He's getting about 25, 30 carries a game, and he's just an overall playmaker. Tiger King and Legacies, those are the two shows that I've just recently watched. And Tiger King was crazy. It was a weird, eerie show, but I enjoyed it. But it was a crazy story. I would hope that they were saying that I'm a versatile player that can play pretty much anywhere on the back end of a defense. Somebody that can play in the post, play down in the box, someone who can blitz, someone that tackles well and creates takeaways, which is the most important thing as a defensive back. my role models are, I would say, Tyrann Mathieu and Earl Thomas. Those are the two safeties I pretty much grew up watching. And those are two safeties I try to emulate my game like. Yeah, being a unanimous All-American, it was just a great feeling just to be able to be recognized in the sense of all the work that I put in. You know, I can only give credit back to my coaches and my teammates because I'm not the only person out there playing. You know, there's 10 other guys out there playing with me, so they have to do their jobs in order for me to do mine. So, you know, I just have to give credit to all those guys that I've worked with and who made it possible. But it was just great just being recognized as one of those unanimous All-Americans this past year. But one thing I hope NFL fans know about me is just that I love competing. You know, I'm passionate about playing football, and competing is everything to me. You know, I compete on pretty much anything. So whichever team that I go to, the fans will know that they're going to get a